Hey guys, Bobby Rio here, and right now I want to tell you how to create that spark of attraction without having to say or do much. So I know from working with my coaching clients for close to 11 years now that a lot of guys get hung up on the wrong things, like worrying you're too short, too broke, too skinny, too old, or whatever. And because of that, a lot of guys think that it's impossible that a beautiful woman would want to be your girlfriend or your wife or even become attracted to you at all. So today I want to teach you something that I learned from my good friend Chris Anderson. Now, I love this advice so much that we had Chris record an entire bonus training for the Unlock the Scrambler package. Chris is really a genius, and if you're shy or just not a great talker, you're going to love what I'm about to tell you. By the way, I'm going to go over some deep stuff, so you might want to hit the share button and it'll save it on your page to review later. So let's get into it. Here's how Chris explains it, and I'm going to try to paraphrase him the best I can. The secret is that almost every successful interaction with a woman has one thing in common, and that is sexual tension. The problem is, while telling stories, teasing, being social, all of that may be fun, it may be entertaining for her, but it dilutes the natural tension that exists between men and women. In fact, the funnier and more interesting you are, the less chance you have of ever getting the kiss. Everything with women is counterintuitive, and this is just another example. In fact, 99% of the time, the key to taking things to that next level with a woman is to simply avoid breaking the natural tension that's caused men and women to mate for hundreds of thousands of years. So how can you avoid breaking the tension so you naturally end up with the woman that you like? Well, the truth is, needing to talk a lot or try too hard is really an admission that you aren't good enough for her. That you secretly believe you have to be good looking, right, in order to attract women. And that's why when you break sexual tension, what you're really telling the woman, what you're really saying to her is, I know I'm not good looking, rich, or tall, so I won't even bother being, sexual around you, being seductive around you. But hey, look, I'm really funny and entertaining and witty, so you should still like me. Please like me. That's what you're saying to her, and that's not good. Look, if you really want to get a woman to like you that way, you must first act as if she's already attracted to you, or believe that she actually could be. This shows her that you're confident with your inner self, right? Even if your outer self isn't male model material. And we've all seen guys that have that inner confidence. And this is the sexy attitude that turns a woman on and makes her want to be with you, even if you're not her normal type. Now, even if right now this seems delusional, it's much better than acting like an entertainer or trying to win her over with just nonstop talking. Look, every man, including you, has the right to be seductive, to bask in that natural tension that exists between men and women. Sexual tension really is just a feeling. It's not a physical attribute, right? In other words, you don't need a male model face or a muscular build to create that tension. You don't need to be 22 years old. We can all create sexual tension. Let me prove it to you. Have you ever been somewhere, like maybe you're standing in an elevator or sitting on a bench, and a girl comes over and she stands really close to you, or her hand kind of grazes against yours. Now, even if that girl is not very physically attractive, you still get a little surge of electricity sent through you. And in that moment, even if it's for just a second, you feel an attraction to that girl, even if you don't want to, right? It's just a reaction you can't help. Well, the good news is that women also feel these same exact emotions when talking to guys like us. Now, like I said, Chris Anderson is a guy who I learned a lot from. I mean, he literally blew my mind when I first met him years ago, and he kind of started showing me all these cool techniques that don't involve a lot of talking, which, me being a pretty introverted guy my whole life, I really loved. So Rob and I got him to record an entire bonus training that we're including with the Unlock the Scrambler package. When you click the link below, you'll see it where Chris shows you how to tap into that natural tension that exists.